What's up, guys? So I'm gonna get right to it. Since you guys saw in the title, I am going to E3 this year and I am so excited. You have no idea. You probably do have an idea. I registered kind of late, but when online registration was still open. It's closed. It's been closed for a while now. But yeah, it took them forever to get back to me, and I was really nervous. I was like, oh my god, I'm not gonna get accepted. Everything worked out and I'm super excited. I'm gonna be representing Video Games Blogger. That's pretty much the reason why I was accepted, was because of Video Games Blogger. I told you guys a while back that I jumped on board with that as a freelancer, writing reviews here and there. So Charlie, this is the news that I said that was really cool. I'm so happy. Pretty much all week I've been talking to developers and it's been so amazing. The creator of Video Games Blogger has been helping me out a lot, getting me connected with Nintendo specifically. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys know that the Nintendo press conference was canceled as of who knows when. A while ago they canceled it. But they still are doing like a showcase, behind closed doors showcase. So it's kind of like their press conference. It's going to be on Tuesday in the morning before E3 starts. I believe the showcase is going to be focused on like new things for the Wii U and stuff like that, but I don't know. Nintendo does have a big lineup of new games that they're going to be talking about this E3 anyways, which is kind of exciting, like Super Smash Bros. 4, the new Mario Kart game, a new Zelda game, the new the new Mario game, I believe for the 3DS. So it's a good lineup of Nintendo games, and I got into that showcase. The creator of Video Games Blogger was able to get me in. He has some contacts. I obviously won't be able to film in the showcase. It's going to be like the press conferences, but they did send me an email today saying that telling me the guidelines, and pretty much the guidelines are just, they wanted to go more informal this year. So everybody that's in the showcase could take pictures and could like do quick little vlog thingies here and there, but as long as you're not like putting tripods up in front of everybody's faces and stuff like that. So I probably will do like short little vlogs in there if I could. If not, I will definitely take pictures, and then I'll do like my thoughts afterwards and stuff like that. Don't expect any videos on the days, because that's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna be running around like a chicken with his head cut off Tuesday and Wednesday, because I might not be able to go Thursday. That's still out in the open. I'm not sure. So I'm going to try to do everything on Tuesday, Wednesday, and I do. And this is what I'm so excited about. I'm not just going, like I'm not just walking around the show floor. I'm doing that. I'm going to be running around the show floor, because there are a lot of developers that I have to go visit. But I've got meetings as well. And one of them that I'm super excited about, this is like my priority for my channel, because I'm going to be doing videos for my channel, and I'm also going to be doing exclusives for Video Games Blogger. Pretty much the Nintendo stuff I think is going to be more for Video Games Blogger, but I've got a lot of other exclusives going for Video Games Blogger. I'll leave the link in the description so you guys could go be checking that out, because I will be putting up videos on that, but I think it's going to be on Video Games Blogger YouTube site, so I will put the channel to that as well, as soon as I know what's going on with that. The one that I'm super excited, and this is going to be for you guys, for my channel, for GamerMD83, because you guys know I love the game, and you guys are a lot of followers of this game. No, it's not Dragon Age 3. I know you probably like, oh yeah, Dragon Age 3, but no. I'm trying to get set up with a Bioware person, but they haven't gotten back to me, so fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Yeah, I got a meeting with CD Projekt Red. I was thinking, and I was like, oh my god, when I did Cyberpunk 2077, my video, when I did that video, a developer of CD Projekt Red had emailed me. They had no, not emailed me, they had PM'd me through YouTube, and they were like, hi, I think they were like a combat designer or something like that of the Cyberpunk game. And they sent me a message, and they were like, we loved your video, and we look forward to seeing more and all this stuff. You guys are going to be excited for this game and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you guys know how much I love CD Projekt Red, and I respect them so much as a developer, and everything they do is, seriously, they touch anything and it turns into freaking gold in a bag of chips. I emailed him and I was like, you know what, I don't know if you remembered me, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, is there any way that I could set up anything on E3? And he remembered me, and he was like, oh yeah, for sure, you know, I'm so glad you contacted us and this and that. You're going to be in contact with this one person. And that person sends me an email, and they're like, oh, you've got like a bunch of fans here in CD Projekt Red. And I'm like, oh my god. That made my year. All fangirling aside, they're doing everything they can because they're completely booked, like to the rim. So they were like, don't you worry, we will stick you in there somehow. And I'm like, oh my god. I'm not 100% sure what it is, but I have some thoughts that it might be related to The Witcher 3. So there is an hour-long presentation that I am getting fit into. I don't know if they're going to allow me to film, but if not, I definitely will do a video about it. I'm also going to not only go into the presentation, but they're also going to try to get me an interview with one of the devs as well. So they've been sweethearts. They've been so nice. I love these guys. They really, really reach out to the fans, and they're just so cool. I can't stop saying that. I don't know what else to say. So that's happening. I got a meeting set up with one of the developers of Remedy, the makers of Alan Wake and Quantum Break. I still haven't heard back from Ubisoft. I would love to get a meeting with Ubisoft so we can talk about Assassin's Creed 4, or, I mean, it's not like they will talk about it, but I'm going to try to get some information on Assassin's Creed 4, Watch Dogs, and Splinter Cell. So Ubisoft is a big one. Konami is another one, which I kind of doubt that I will get a meeting with them, but because it's so late. And Konami, I mean, freaking Metal Gear Solid 5, I don't think I'm going to be able to get a meeting, but I will be running to the booths and just, you know, recording what I could, maybe trying out anything that they have there. So I wanted to do this video so that I could ask you guys if there's anything that you want me to do in particular, to check out in particular, any games that you were like, oh, I want to know more about this game. I already have. As for schedules and for like actually talking to devs, the ones are Remedy, Nintendo. I will be at the showcase for Nintendo, and I will also be getting a booth tour of the Nintendo booth. CD Projekt Red, Natsume, which that was another excitement for me. Natsume is the makers of Harvest Moon, and they've got a new game coming out called it was called Project Happiness. It was revealed last year in E3, and I was like, oh my god, because it looked like Harvest Moon, but it wasn't Harvest Moon. It was like the next Harvest Moon type of game. It looks so much different. It kind of looks like it's for the 3DS, maybe for the Wii U as well, but I definitely think it's going to be for the 3DS. So I really want to know more about that. It finally has an official name. I believe it's called Hometown Story. I think that's gonna become a new series, like Harvest Moon was. But yeah, I want to know if there's anything in plans for Harvest Moon for the future. So Natsume is a big one for me. That one's also set up already. Bioware, I'm waiting on. Ubisoft, I'm waiting on. Konami, I kind of gave up on. EA, I contacted EA because of Dragon Age 3, particularly. So I was like, can I get a booth tour? Can I get a meeting with somebody? And they said that they were completely booked, which didn't surprise me. They were like, no, we can't, but you could always come to the booth, and there's people always willing to talk to you and all that. So I'm just going to go to the booth and see if I can find anybody that might know anything about Dragon Age 3. And they did give me the opportunity of actually attending the press conference on Monday, the EA one. And I was like, oh my god, But then I was like, I mean, not only would it be hard for me to actually be there. I mean, if I can't go Thursday, then I probably won't be able to go Monday, because I'm going to be going with my brother, and he has to take time off work for that. So that's hard too. So I'm just happy to be able to go. But yeah, first of all, I was like, okay, I'd love to go to a press conference, but at the same time, I was like, EA, you know what that press conference is going to be full of? EA Sports, probably some racing games, and then maybe the last thing is going to be Dragon Age 3 or something. That's it. Like, the only things that interest me are EA. From EA are Dragon Age 3 and BioWare's possible reveal of their new IP. Because they've been saying that BioWare has been saying that they have a new IP and that it's an RPG and all this stuff, and I'm like, I don't know if they'll reveal it there, but maybe those are the only reasons why I would actually want to go. It's that and Dragon Age 3. Everything else would I'd probably fall asleep or something. But so I was like, you know what I want to do, I've been wanting to do this for a while now, is I wanted to do what I did for the VGAs. I was like, I want to probably do a live stream with you guys, you know, just watch the press conferences with you guys, especially the EA one, just, you know, for my live reaction of Dragon Age 3. So yeah, I prefer to do that because I think that's more, I don't know, that's better when it comes to me. And even if I don't do a live stream for whatever reason that I can't, I do want to at least record it and share it with you guys. I can't record at the press conference anyways, so you guys wouldn't be getting any exclusives because they're being live streamed anyways. So you guys would be seeing the actual press conference. So me sitting there really wouldn't make a difference. So yeah, and that way, you know, if I'm watching it here at home, I could actually get up and go make myself a sandwich or something while they talk about EA Sports, which I think is going to be packed with that stuff because of the whole Xbox One and all that. That's all they were talking about, EA Sports. If it was for Ubisoft, maybe I would probably go. If it was for Sony, I would go. But for Microsoft and for EA, I don't think I'd go. Microsoft, I'll tell you why. Because, oh my god, with what happened yesterday with the Microsoft, their other stupid press conference or whatever the hell it was, their little real PR crap that they did, that just sunk them even more. I seriously think they should have never said anything. The whole trying to clarify and make things better for the Xbox One, it just made it worse yesterday, and it just made them look like they're pointing fingers and stuff like that and saying, oh no, you guys just don't understand. You guys don't understand. The Xbox One is amazing, but you guys just don't understand. But I'm not going to go into that because I really don't want to go on a freaking rant here. There are plenty of videos out there that you can watch that are actually really funny. Scottish Warrior 92 did a rant, which was pretty funny. Angry Joe did another rant, which cracked me up. But yeah, could you imagine this press conference, Microsoft press conference, is going to be a joke. It's going to be so funny. I think I'm going to be cracking up because they're going to make the Xbox One seem like it could take you to the freaking moon, because they already know how bad they've screwed up, because they actually canceled their post E3 press conference roundtable. They canceled that. You know why they canceled that? Because they don't want any press asking questions and making them look like morons. Like, what? Because they know how much negativity is out there for the Xbox One. So they canceled that, and they're just doing the press conference because nobody can ask questions. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna do what they did in their first press conference, where they had pretty much Microsoft employees doing all the cheering and all that. They're probably gonna do that. But do you remember, I don't know if it was this past E3 or if it was 2 years ago, where the the Sony press conference, they were talking about a provider, I think it was AT&T, and they got booed. They got booed by the press on stage live. Freaking Sony got booed. how much you want to bet that Microsoft is gonna get booed this time around. That's gonna crack me up so much. I mean, it sucks to get booed live up on stage, but dude, they got themselves into this hole. They sunk themselves. A lot of people are like, well, they couldn't show off games because then what would they have shown off in E3? They should have showed off the games first, because if you show off the stuff that gamers really don't care about, like gamers that want to play games, if you show that off first, that's your first impression. That's the first impression they have with console. They're like, oh, it's a VCR, it's a TV. It's not a gaming console. And they're not even caring about me. They don't care about the gamer and all this stuff. That's what people start thinking. That's the first impression. And they go into E3 already pissed. And kind of like closing their minds. And kind of like, if you guys don't give me cookies, I'm not buying that. The Xbox One better cook for you, or else nobody's gonna buy that. I'm excited to see that press conference, just to see how people react live, press, and also, of course, I want to see the exclusives, the games. I want to see if this console is worth getting, because right now I'm not gonna buy it. Right now I would not buy it. The only way I would buy it is if the exclusives, the Microsoft exclusives, are amazing, where you're just like, oh my god. But I think I would wait until the console drops, which if it does really bad the way that I think it will do, I think it will be dropping in price fast. So until it drops in price, like where it becomes almost the price of an Xbox 360, then I'll think about buying it for the exclusives. But launch, its retail price, I'm not gonna buy it. No freaking way, it's not worth it. PS4, I would probably think about, you know, saving up money to get it. But right now I'm like PC for sure. Xbox, not until I get it, not until it drops in price like a lot. For so many restrictions that it has, that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Forget that. I'm excited to see the Microsoft exclusives. That really is Microsoft's last hope, I think. Unless they start changing things and saying, you know what, guys, we were totally just messing with you guys. None of that is true. You know, no DRMs and Connect. It doesn't come with the console. You guys believed us. You know, unless that happens, Microsoft is going down, down, down. The Sony press conference I'm looking forward to, because I really want to see the console. And I want to see more game reveals, because they did talk about some pretty cool games that they said that they were going to talk more about in E3, like Deep Down by Capcom and all that. So yeah, that should be good. Ubisoft had a great press conference last year. But last year Ubisoft and Sony took the press conferences, and I kind of think they're probably going to do the same this year. If Ubisoft doesn't, then it probably will be a close second. Sony's probably going to be the one that takes it this year again. Oh, freaking just bit me. Whatever. Games that I'm going to be looking out for, like keeping an eye out, are going to be Dark Souls 2. I heard something about a possible reveal of Halo 5. I'm not a big Halo fan, but that's pretty much for you guys, in case you guys, because I know a lot of you love Halo. I do like Halo, but I'm not a player. I don't really play the games. I like, you know, the story and all that. I like to read the books, watch people play it. But me play it, I'm my neighbors are going crazy. So yeah, Halo 5. I heard a rumor that it's possible that there might be a Fable 4 reveal. So I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye out for that. There's a rumor that Mirror's Edge 2 might be revealed. That's going to be cool too. And I also want to get some kind of footage or something on the Steam box. I'm really excited about the Steam box. So with the way that consoles are going right now, the Steam box is looking really, really intriguing to me. So yeah, I'm going to be visiting a lot of booths. I'm going to be visiting the Namco Bandai Sony, Microsoft, Activision, Blizzard, this is for video games blogger, Ubisoft, Capcom, Konami, Sega, Warner Brothers Interactive, oh, and Natsume, Nintendo, the ones that I said before that. So, oh, and EA and all that good stuff. And before you guys ask me if I saw the pre-E3 video that Konami put out about Castlevania and Metal Gear Solid 5 and some other games, I did see it, and Metal Gear Solid 5 is looking really freaking awesome. So it's absolutely 100% confirmed, no David Hayter. It's actually Kiefer Sutherland, which I heard rumors about, and I was like, Kiefer Sutherland? I don't know, I'm not going to judge it right now. I used to be a big 24 fan, so kind of like Kiefer Sutherland, but I don't know if he's going to do a good Snake. I don't know. But they did motion capture for his face as well. They really want to focus on like facial expressions and stuff like that, emotion, and really telling that through facial expressions and voice. I kind of see why they wanted to go away from that David Hayter voice that he had for Snake. That voice was more like, and I think the purpose that David Hayter did that voice was to sound like a Japanese kung fu movie dub. I think that's what he was going for. So for the previous games, I think it worked. For some people, they're not a big fan of David Hayter's voice for Snake, but I thought it was pretty, pretty representative of Snake, but just because he's the one that I've always heard. But I'm keeping an open mind for the new Metal Gear Solid game because it just looks so cool, and I definitely will give it a try. Of course, I never said I wouldn't. It was just kind of a bummer. It was kind of sad to me about the whole David Hayter thing. I've said this before, I've always been a huge fan of facial expressions in video games, so it looks like they're really focusing on that in this game, and that's going to be really exciting. So no David Hayter, but here's hoping that everything works out good, which Konami's good at what they do, and Hideo Kojima, he knows what he's doing, so hopefully things work out, because I really want to see that game do good, and I think it will. I think fans will slowly but surely get over the fact that David Hayter is no longer Snake, especially if the game is really good. So yeah, I'm going to keep an eye out for that. I will provide in the description some other games that I'm keeping an eye out for, booths that I'm going to be checking out and stuff like that. So if there's any other that I don't mention, put it in the comments. I wish there was an easier way to do this, where if there's anything that you guys want me to ask regarding a specific game, definitely let me know. I will ask everything you guys want to know, because I'm doing this for you guys, for Video Games Blogger, and for you guys on my channel, on my Gamer MD83 channel. So I'm gonna bust my butt out there to give you guys awesome content. So yeah, it's getting so hot out here, so I'm gonna go inside because my camera's probably burning. But yeah, put it in the comments, games that you want me to check out, questions about, when it comes to games that I'm going to be checking out, developers and all that stuff. I look forward to this. This is going to be so exciting, and I really hope you guys follow me on my journey at E3. It's going to be super fun. I definitely want to try to do a live stream for EA, like I said, for Dragon Age and all that. If I can't do live streams, I will definitely do reactions and all that on that, and videos afterwards and stuff like that. So yeah, if I do end up doing a live stream, I will let you guys know. It would be a lot easier if you guys followed me on Twitter or Facebook, because I would let you guys know on the spot right then and there. But I understand that a lot of you don't have Facebook or Twitter, or don't want to make accounts, so that's completely fine. I will try to use YouTube bulletins where I send you guys messages. That's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.